The idea of implanting a chip into a human skull has been riddled with mixed reactions since Elon Musk launched his amazing venture, Neuralink, in 2017. Most people have been asking pertinent questions like, although we know there are a lot of advantages to it if it works, but does it count when compared to some of the most gruesome threats it may pose? Will this chip also be implanted in newborns? At what age? Well, on the surface, Elon appears to be on a mission to save mankind. After all, he has long warned us about killer AI machines taking over civilization, but there's a deeper and more severe reason why he is so bent on pushing for Neuralink. And we may just be about to get the answers to them all as Neuralink reveals some insane truths about their AI brain chips. Keep watching this video to find out. Elon Musk isn't known for being a technology pessimist. He's earned a reputation for himself by believing that the future can get here faster, from electric cars to Mars colonies. However, his views are totally different when discussing artificial intelligence. He has consistently warned that AI will soon be as intelligent or even more intelligent than humans. And when that happens, we should all be scared because of something known as the singularity. The billionaire technopreneur has even referred to AI as humanity's biggest existential threat and likened it to summoning the demon. However, in an unexpected twist, he's been privately funding his neurotechnology company Neuralink, which is developing brain implants that enable people to connect with robots. Neuralink will implant people, and maybe newborn babies as well, with the chip to link them with artificial intelligence systems once this technology is perfected. So what's the catch? Why is he trying to build something that'll turn humans into half-robots? Elon Musk's secretive brain-machine interface startup, Neuralink, is committed to creating a technology that, once implanted in the human brain, would enable a computer to convert a person's thoughts into action, eventually enabling the user to perform any task that's usually performed by typing, hitting buttons, using a mouse, or using a joystick by merely thinking about the desired outcome. Musk has revealed the truth that it would also essentially allow data to be beamed from a computer back into the human brain. Musk has stated that in the future, we'll all require such brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs, and that the only means of keeping up with fast-expanding artificial intelligence will be to merge with the machines, cyborg style. If that sounds insane, well, it is. But we're talking about Elon Musk here, the guy who has done more than anybody else to make electric vehicles commonplace. The guy who routinely launches rockets into orbit, transporting humans and satellites, and subsequently successfully lands the booster stages back on Earth so that they can be reused. This landing could take place vertically or occasionally on floating robotic barges out in the ocean. The first major advance in Neuralink technology is the use of flexible threads that are less likely to damage the brain than the conventional materials currently used in brain-machine interfaces. According to a white paper published by Elon Musk and Neuralink, these threads also enable the transmission of a greater amount of data. According to the abstract, the device could have as many as 3,072 electrodes per array distributed across 96 threads. The threads range in width from 4 to 6 micrometers, so much so that they are far thinner than a human hair. Aside from developing the threads, Neuralink's other significant advancement is a surgical robot that automatically and seamlessly inserts the chip into the brain. In April 2021, a 9-year-old macaque monkey named Pager used Neuralink to play Pong with just its mind. The precision surgical robot implanted a coin-sized device known as a link into Pager's brain, linking thousands of tiny threads from the microchip to neurons responsible for regulating movements. While this may seem like something out of a sci-fi movie, Elon Musk's neurotechnology company's demonstration is a real-life illustration of a brain-machine interface in action. Imagine a day in the future when we could have the entire Wikipedia in our brains and even assist patients who are paralyzed with spinal or brain injuries by providing them the ability to control computerized machines and devices with just their minds. If it could work for a monkey, then chances are it would work for humans too, because we have almost the same genetic makeup. Achieving this is one of Neuralink's declared objectives. Instead of cutting holes in the skull, Neuralink scientists want to make use of a laser beam in the future. According to the report, preliminary experiments would be conducted with neuroscientists at Stanford University. "We hope to have this in human patients by the end of next year," Musk said. This would enable paraplegics, quadriplegics, and stroke patients to experience the liberating sensation of accomplishing things on their own. Signals from the link chip could also control prosthetic limbs. The technology would be capable of transmitting back impulses, thereby making a prosthetic limb feel natural. Additionally, Neuralink has said that their technology AI brain chip can address a variety of neurological conditions, including addiction, blindness, deafness, and depression. This would be accomplished by utilizing the implant to activate brain regions connected to these disorders. Brain-machine interfaces could likewise have non-therapeutic applications. For starters, they could provide a significantly faster means of connecting with computers than methods that necessitate the use of hands or speech. A Neuralinked user could type text at the speed of thinking without being constrained by thumb dexterity. All they'd have to do is imagine the message, then the implant would transform it to text. After that, the message could then be relayed through software that turns it into speech. More fascinating is the capability of a brain-machine interface to link our brains to the cloud and all of its resources. Theoretically, this would allow a person to utilize cloud-based artificial intelligence, AI, to supplement their own native intellect whenever needed. This has the potential to dramatically increase human intellect. Consider the possibility of 2 or more persons remotely connecting their implants. This would allow for a high bandwidth interchange of pictures and ideas between both parties. They could possibly transmit more information within a few seconds than it would take to explain verbally over minutes or hours. What revolutionary ideas and breakthroughs will be accomplished by this ability? What new ventures are we going to launch? The possibilities are just endless. However, beneath all this, there is one big dark cloud hanging over Musk himself. At its core, Neuralink is a computer, and as with all technological advancements in computing throughout human history, the more complex and intelligent computers become, the more enticing targets they become for hackers. Although high-level hacking has serious consequences now, we've never had computers attached to our brains, which seems to be the primary target for hackers. Hackers might get access to implanted chips and create a malfunction or diversion of its actions. For instance, they could control a victim to transfer millions of dollars from his or her account to an untraceable offshore account or crypto wallet. Worse still, the victim could die as a result of the consequences. Some people might be concerned that a brain-machine interface with a strong artificial intelligence could overpower and seize control of the host's brain. A master-slave relationship could then be established by the AI, and the next thing you know, people would be reduced to a drone army. Elon Musk has repeatedly warned that artificial intelligence is an existential threat to mankind. Scientists and engineering experts, such as Google's head of engineering, Ray Kurzweil, believe that the time will come when humans' brain capabilities are overtaken by AI, and this is predicted to take place in about 2045. Futurists believe this event could even be much closer, especially with the present advancements of quantum computing. The primary issue Neuralink is now facing is how susceptible their technology is to malicious cyber attacks. Because the chip is largely utilized for movement, this problem would cause tremendous pain to the victim and be a major source of concern for both the corporation and its consumers, because digital death would leave the person incapacitated and inflict severe injuries. Other underlying problems include AI supremacy. What if AI surpasses human intelligence and takes control over us? In addition, possessing such an excellent mental capacity will give way to more sophisticated criminal activities. If criminals get their hands on it, they would be able to plan heists with all the resources and information available, and possibly escape and cover their tracks with the help of AI. The Neuralink brain implant also blurs the line between natural and artificial, human and machine, and living and non-living. Thus, Musk's proposed merger of human intellect with artificial intelligence would be an artificialization of humanity, as well as a humanization of machines. A world where Neuralink-type technologies are prevalent raises more questions. How can rivalry for greater human performance, human being bioenhancement, be prevented in this case? Also, due to the exorbitant cost of the neurotechnology, it's possible that only a tiny portion of the wealthiest people will have access to them. There would be an even greater physical and social gap than we already have, as well as a possible hierarchy of worth given to individuals who can make use of this technology. In this instance, it would be unclear whether we would view the Neuralink initiative favorably. It's not just a question of motive, but it would almost certainly result in a dominance of technology over human biology instead of co-evolution. These ethical considerations are crucial because they draw attention to the liberal philosophy that constitutes Musk's vision. Musk claims that the Neuralink project is not devised to force everyone to have an intelligent brain implant or to live forever, if that were even possible. Everyone has the right to make their own decisions, and if some people choose to have a brain implant, no one should dissuade or prohibit them, since doing so would mean restricting their personal ideas and values. In other words, everyone is free to do whatever they want as long as it doesn't cause intentional damage to someone else. None of us have the right to impose their interpretation of the good on others. In this moral context, Neuralink adheres to liberalism in the sense that no one has the authority over someone else to know what's best for the other, and that everyone has sovereign authority over their own body. To be clear, the development of AI is an important sector for growth and is necessary for the evolution of humanity. It has always been and will continue to be. BCIs provide a huge deal of incredible potential. However, technological innovation must be handled with caution, taking ethics, a critical component of the core value of security, into account.